What's up, you guys, and welcome back to Talks with Tay with your favorite homegirl, The Taylor May. It is season 3, and we are mad excited to be back. I'm mad excited to be back. I don't know about y'all, but I really needed my little break. Like I told y'all, it was gonna be 3 weeks, but it ended up being like 3 months. But nonetheless, like I'm here, I'm back, we better, and conversation gonna be greater than ever. And honestly, like, this gets into what this is, the conversation for this episode is just when you start to grow and expand with yourself. And honestly, as somebody that, I'm not gonna say I didn't ever see myself like becoming expansive. Like, I really only saw myself as somebody that would keep getting better. And I saw better through the lens of like a tunnel vision, like trying to get to that light at the end of the tunnel. And once I got to the light at the end of the tunnel, I found out it's a whole new world. Like, the whole other side of when you get better, once you become aware, once you become, accountable for yourself, once you become firm in yourself, once you become grounded in yourself, you learn and figure out your purpose. Like, it is a whole new world out there. That light at the end of the tunnel, like, baby, it's the city light. It's like, it's finna get real. And so it's like, when I first started making the content for season 3 and I was preparing to get ready to come back, because I made a post, well, a couple of posts, dropping some hints like, yeah, we get ready to come back, but then I end up not coming back. It was literally because everything I felt that I wanted to say and that I had to say, like, God stepped in and said, nah, like, we're gonna say and get more to this. We're gonna say and get more on that conversation, that topic. Ooh. See, y'all, like, quick little rant real quick. Like, when it comes to Talks with Tay, like, being both the creator of the content, the producer of the content, like, and also Miss Do the Aesthetics, hair and makeup, like, it low-key be getting to me sometimes, because stuff like this, like, I done had to get my hair unhooked for the dang on props in the middle of talking. Why? Because I ain't got nobody to walk up and fix my stuff for me on camera, on set. Like, I gotta do it myself. But nonetheless, like, we gonna get it done. But I just had to say that because that dang shouted to pulling my hair a little bit, and it ain't hurt, but dang, like, messed up my train of thought. But nonetheless, I'm gonna jump back into it. I ain't got myself off track, but we're going back to it. But yeah, I'm talking about God expanding and when he starts to do more, and when it came to Talks with Tay, the content, and how he was expanding me with it. Like, I didn't really see myself as a person that was going to become and get expansive. And I think that's because I felt and thought that, like, my better came in, like, quantities and not that it was going to be a flow. Like, I thought that it's like, getting a job in my career, starting off, I saw that it's like, oh, I'm doing better. Life is getting better. Yay. Okay, I got a job that helps me make ends meet and stuff. But what I didn't see, was the preparation in that for my job to be able to support me and being able to do things like Talks with Tay. I didn't see that job as it being a good job and a great job, but not the job. As a stepping stone for me to not elevate into other areas and stuff in my career. What I didn't see was like, yeah, okay, while God was now replacing old friends or the friendships and stuff that I had outgrew, he was now replacing them with healthier friendships and whatnot. In that same breath, those healthier friendships were now becoming friendships that could sustain and support me and who I am. They were now becoming friendships and stuff that would aid me in being able to fulfill my purpose. What I didn't see was like, yeah, while God was giving and showing, better experiences in love and dating and stuff like that. Okay, yeah, they might not have been the one. But literally, all of those relationships have done nothing but continue to help aid and push you to your better. And so it's just like, when you really start to see it, you start to accept that, because I think sometimes that's like that moment where you accept, like, your better is going to become more. It can kind of get a little triggering. It's like Sarah Jake Roberts said in her sermon this past Sunday, which if you ain't watched it, go watch that Glory Trigger. It's like, if you on that journey with yourself, you trying to heal, you trying to grow, and you find yourself in those spaces of familiarity, you find yourself, going through some of the same things, experiencing some of the same feelings, like, hear me out. Go watch that sermon, because she hit it right on the head. Like, I'm gonna try to summarize the sum in a second, but she really get in that bag and making you better understand how, like, those things literally are meant to continue to make you better. When you get triggered on that journey with yourself, when you know better and now you getting challenged to keep doing better, like, literally what I'm learning is, like, when God triggers you, like, he does nothing but want those weapons that's forming against you, because again, they're not going to prosper, they just form. He wants to show you how to make those weapons tools. So now, as the new you is embodying and coming in to, these new phases, these new versions of stuff of yourself or whatnot, your new self don't get jacked up and messed up or hemmed up by your old self, because your new self knows how to handle both your new self and your old self. Because, I ain't gonna hold you. I wouldn't say handle your old self, but really just kill off your old self, because that's kind of what come with it. Like, you hit a point and, like, your evolution and your growth where everything is different. Everything has changed. How you think, how you eat, how you look, how you sleep, who you talk to, who you hang around with, what you think about yourself, what you're doing with yourself. Everything changed. And so it's like, in order to keep staying and doing that change, like, you got to get through the rough parts. You got to sit and go through the uncomfortability and stuff of things. You got to change how you speak and talk to yourself. And that's, if you haven't watched or you didn't tune into season 1, that's what season 1 was heavily focused on. Just, when you get in that process and you start to recognize it's time for me to do better and what comes with it. Like, you literally had to adapt a whole new mindset, a whole new language, a whole new swag about yourself. Then we progressed into season 2. And season 2 was a little bit more like, okay, like, now this is what I know about myself. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to go to work with it. So season 2 was more about that, when you start applying those things in your life, when you start, putting yourself in rooms and positions and around people that support you and love you. When you start, having better boundaries, holding your partners accountable, holding yourself accountable and stuff in your relationships. When you start to grow and elevate in your career and stuff, what that really starts to look like. And honestly, like, better don't always feel like it's getting better. Like I just said, you get triggered and stuff on it. And sometimes, like, better really can feel like it's for your worst. But literally, like, we have to continuously remind ourselves, like, everything truly do come together and work together for our good. It don't always feel good, but it's definitely for your good. And so it's like coming in with season 3 is definitely focusing on that right there. That everything comes together for your good. Because literally, that is what creates and has the abundance mindset. That is what allows you to recognize when God is introducing and bringing abundance into your life. Because that's the type of God is. God is not really a God that gives you better. He gives you more. He makes things plentiful and stuff in your life. So really being able to grasp and get that, like, it is a lot of work, a lot of recognition with yourself that you got to do. And I ain't going to hold y'all, like, I hit on this and say this all the time. Like, this journey for me, I'm 5 years in. Granted, I feel like I've been growing and evolving my whole life on down from a child, but to the point of where I actually got the articulation and the knowledge to understand, myself a little bit better, understand the things I experienced a little bit better. Like, baby, I'm only 5 years in, and I'm at 24, and a lot of the times, like, I hear people say, like, I'll be 25 this year. Like, this is that age, this is that time, a life start getting real. You start recognizing more about yourself and whatnot. Like, you start to accept and be yourself as an adult. Like, I ain't gonna hold you, like, yeah, in the aspect of I've started to see myself now more as an adult, but in the sense of becoming more involved and stuff with myself, I definitely feel like I've been doing it a little longer than fresh out. I've definitely been doing it longer than a year, because in 6 days, Toxic Tay will be celebrating their 1-year anniversary. Yeah, shout out to us, shout out to the game. Make sure y'all stop by the page and show some love. But yeah, like, as we continue to grow and elevate, like, it's just been this whole process with myself of really being able to see better, become more. And so, as we're walking this out, as I'm walking it out, as I continue, to learn myself, grow with myself, I hope that you guys stay tuned in, stay locked in. I hope that when you watch these videos this season, that you definitely, not only get the encouragement to invite more and better into your life and whatnot, but I definitely hope that, you also find it and stuff to trust God and what He doing with you and how He trying to move with you. Because, well, I ain't no preacher, because y'all know I still be cussing sometimes. I don't think I cussed this episode. I might have. I don't really know. But y'all know I still a cusser sometimes. Like, I still go out with the gang. I still be, outside with my wretched ass friends. Oh. Like, you feel me? Like, it's crazy because now I know I cussed. But I don't know before that I did. But nonetheless, what I'm saying to y'all is, like, God is for everybody. The love and abundance that I experienced, that He get in my life, like, bro, you can get it too. You just got to go get it. You got to do the work to get it and whatnot. And I won't sit here and say, or, be like, and if you don't want to do it or whatnot, I'm going to just tell you, listen, as somebody too that try to do everything that way as well, I'm going to tell you, like, that's when you only get good. That's when you stop at better. That's when you do it yourself. In order to get it abundance, oh shit. In order for it to come in as abundance, y'all know I still can't talk. But in order for abundance to come in order for things to get plentiful, like, all of that comes from God. And you got to have that faith and build it into, and build into that and grow with that. And it's hard to have sometimes, but you can do it. Because I done did it. I'm still doing it, still learning. Because again, like, I'm talking to y'all from the perspective of somebody that's going through and getting through things, and not somebody that has got through things. While certain topics and stuff this season and whatnot will reflect things I've gotten through, like, a lot of it is things that I'm actively getting through. Like, right now I'm actively getting through, understanding that when I started to do better with my life, like, more was gonna come from that I was gonna start to live an abundant life. And that is and it's crazy because some people watch this, well, what's wrong with that? It's like, girl, nothing, everything just changed and it's just new. Like, I'm basically really having to relearn myself in life and what that looked like. And, like, that's a whole part of the process. Like, being able to just even accept and walk into that without questioning and doubting it. And honestly, like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, yeah, I feel like you're always gonna question things and stuff, especially when they're happening in the nature of it being new and stuff, especially when it comes to you and yourself. Like, I'm literally figuring out how to do and live life from a brand new perspective of myself. And yeah, like I just told y'all, like, you know, that's crazy. Alright, so what y'all didn't see, what just happened was, and this is like, again, let me go on another little rant, like, when you the producer and the creator, you gotta do it all. Like, I'm low-key pissed because I changed the battery out before I even started recording, so that way the battery wouldn't die. Yet somehow it still died in the middle of me recording, but it's cool because I was at the end of the video anyway. But yeah, like, live, direct and on camera, like, y'all actively seeing me pull this shit together myself. But yeah, the video just cut off, so I don't know when I'm editing it up what that's gonna look like. But when y'all get to this part of the episode, like, just know the whole camera died. So I just had to, and hey, to all my content creators, when you start using better equipment, get you 2 batteries for your camera. Literally, and keep both of them charged. Like, I literally, when I take this off and finish it, I'm gonna throw the battery on the charger. But yeah, the whole battery just died and cut off me recording. But yeah, we expanded, we getting better, we inviting abundance into our life this season on Toxic Tay, and I'm definitely ready to get in that bag and see what it look like and how it comes into fruition for me. And I hope that as you grow with yourself, you healing yourself, you on your journey with yourself, that those same things occur for you and those same things happen for you, because it's in you, baby, and not on you. Like, literally, it flows from within. And so, you know, thank y'all for tuning in. I ain't gonna say I'm mad but it definitely just killed my vibe with the camera died. So we really gonna wrap this episode up. Make sure y'all tune in next Wednesday, Wind Down Wednesday. Y'all already know how the content go, how we flow. Like, these Wind Down Wednesdays, we finna get lit, we finna get turned. Shout out to the gang, shout out to the beautiful souls, beautiful people that have already reached out and asked to be on, and they're coming on Toxic Tay for our Wind Down Wednesday. They got some mad dope topics, some crazy things that they want to say, and we definitely finna get in that bag in here. Y'all also finna see me, like, you know, I say it every season, y'all gonna see me more on TikTok, more making content, but I ain't gonna hold y'all. Like, I'm ready now. Like, back then I was saying I was ready, and it was like, I think I'm ready. I kind of trying to tell myself I'm ready, but I ain't ready. But now, like, yeah, you know, I had to double it. Like, alright, so we finished. I'm done. I'm sorry, I'm done. Like, cause yeah, we done, we finished. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is that episode. It's the first one back. It's season 3, episode 1, Toxic Tay. We getting lit. Like, remember, we living an abundant lifestyle this year, 2023. All hits, no misses. You feel me? But yeah, make sure y'all tune in next week for our Wind Down Wednesday. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to Toxic Tay with your favorite homegirl, D Taylor Made. And I'll catch y'all next week.